good morning to you. Guy Watson here, Bognor Regis Bonsai. Now then, it's a bit of a blustery day here in Bognor, but I found this neglected plant, Pyracantha, on a bench. And I'd also got some of these. I know it's just planted up in ordinary garden potting soil, I think. I need to go into some bonsai soil, slip potted, into a pond basket, I think, to let it survive the winter. So its roots are through the bottom of the say this pot. There are actually two pots here. I said it was windy. I think I'm going to have to break these pots to get this out, you know. Rather break the pots than break the tree, I must admit. Right. Cut through the pot, I think. Roots all over the place. Oh, no wonder it wouldn't come out. Oh dear, oh dear. I said it was neglected. I think this proves it. This pot's got to be cut as well. Yes, I don't think this would have survived the winter. If we have any cold frost, would have damaged the roots tremendously. Oh, it's putting up a bit of a struggle. Let me have a think. I'm going to have to tackle this in a different manner. Right, okay, two options. Secateurs or the side, or whatever you call it. Right then. This looks like it's cutting through. Well, it's out. Just try and tease it slightly here. I'm not going to do anything more with the roots than that. It's just got to go in here. No one's done any training on this Pyracantha, but it's looking like it's going to be a bit of a semi-cascade type style, doesn't it? No chopstick. What a surprise. Here we go. and I think that'll do for a quick repot there, slip pot. Don't like the look of that one in there. Have that out. That one there can be short. Let's say all of this is too long because it just hasn't been looked after, I'm afraid, neglected. That downward branch there I'm not keen on. And then we'll shorten this one down. Looks a bit dead there, but we'll leave that and see what happens to it. I want that going inside there. Right, I think that'll have to be that. Let me just give you a quick spin of that. There we go. Spin it round. I don't know what colour berries this Pyracantha is, but we'll water that down. Got quite a nice little base of the trunk starting there, a root base. Then we'll have to sort the actual roots out later on in the spring, or maybe a bit late, maybe next autumn. Right, okay, well that's that for that one. Okay, well here we have another Pyracantha that I want to do a similar process to. This one I know is a red berried one, but first things first, let's just chop off some of these because everything's way too long out here. Right, that's made it a bit more manageable. I think this one was wired in the past, but then it got wedged in between other trees, hence this, well it's wired because you see wire marks on it, but it got stuck behind other trees and it got squashed down. Anyway, I think I'm just going to have to leave it like that, and then we'll see how that comes out in the future. Now let's just see if that comes out of the pot much better. Look at that horrible garden soil in there. I'll just get the weeds off. Don't need to do much with that. Quick scrape around the edge. That's just thick common peat. Right, that's all I'm going to do. And we'll repot it into one of these. Right. And there we are. There's a dead leaf there. Right, we'll just leave that for the winter. It should survive now. And we'll see how that goes in the spring. Right, on with another project. Right, just make sure you're recording. Yep, this next little project is this monstrosity. It's actually a Weigela that I picked up in a local supermarket quite cheaply a few years ago, and I've just let it grow for now. The trunk has grown about 4 times its size, but before the winter this all needs just to be cut back. This shouldn't take too long, unless I run into unforeseen problems. Let's see, have I got buds down here? I can cut back to here because there's a bud there. There we go. Stick to these concave cutters for the rest of this, I think. Right, hang on, one of these has got to go in here. That's it growing. Have that one away. And there's too much here. Okay, we'll have this one off. And I also believe this one can come off. Needs tidying up there, that stub. Right, let's move on round. Take the scissors for this next one. Cut back to a joint, a bud back there. I mean, I've just been letting this one grow, I must admit, this summer. Don't like that one in there. Can come off. Cut back here, just leave it at that for now. No, come back to the next one. And where should we cut this one? There's a bud here. I'll be safe and cut it to there just for now. That can go. Actual fact, do I need that at all? Cut it right back to there just for now. I've got a bud there. So. Right. Not keen on this one either, coming up like this, most peculiar shape. Sorted. Then there's got to be another bud here. I'll wait for them to develop before I chop that back. Let's take this old scar off here. Right, I'll clear up the debris and put this back on the bench. And that Weigela will do for now. I could make a tree if something happens up here, a nice little short broom style. Possibly. We'll have to see how that progresses. Right then. Right then. And this tree here was at the back of my bench, and I thought if I could see it getting taller, but it's another goat willow, and it has certainly grown. Too straight, this trunk. I think this is a candidate, and I think we all know what this is a candidate for. Tony, where are you? Because I think we need your chop here. Definitely a candidate for a Tony chop. Now then, well, I think we've got to be bold. In here, we have some buds. And there are buds here. I think I'm going to go back to even then. I think I need to come back even more. Otherwise this trunk is just going to be too straight. And let's be bold hold while we're here. There we are, thanks Tony. Shot. Okay, well just to show that it might not have been as drastic as it seemed, we've got buds here, 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 bud coming out there, bud there, there, up here, so there are buds all over the place. And in fact we've got more buds down here. So I've got no fears that this tree will grow nicely, and I'll look after it now. Right then, let's put it back on the bench. And the last tree I was thinking of having a quick look at, just to finish this video. So I love the colour of this autumn. These are the Ginkgo Biloba. I do just want to trim it back a bit. Don't like too many straight branches. This one can be cut back to there. Actually that, no, we can bring this one back to there. So you'll have a closer look once all the leaves do fall off. Looking at it, they're just falling off as you touch it. This one here is too long, so we'll take that back to the first leaf. Right, okay. Oh, one quick thing I want to just show while I'm here. Let me bring the camera in. What I wanted to show, really just for, well, Tony brought it up in his last video about wire biting into the trunk on a guy wire. I've got a guy wire here, and I've actually got it attached up there and wrapped around a couple of times with the aquarium tube to stop the biting in. Much easier than wrapping the whole trunk in something. Just a couple of, I've actually gone around twice to pull this one down, but protected with aquarium tube, air tubing. Right, okay then. Just one final look at the tree. I do love this colour, and it's all this tree in its autumn colours. Right, okay, well let's put it back on the bench. And we'll wait for all the trees to drop off, leaves to drop off, and I'm left with a skeleton. Then we'll see what else can be done on the structure. Right, that's it for now then. Cheerio.